something that's happening later today. Former President Bill Clinton is going to be deposed by the House Oversight Committee for his alleged connection to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. His wife, former First Lady Hillary Clinton, talked to representatives yesterday. Our Joe St. George is joining us now live from Washington. Joe, bring us up to speed if you can. Did we learn anything from yesterday's deposition? And are we expecting any new information from the former president?
Well, I think if you have to ask me what day is more consequential, what day are lawmakers looking forward to more, it's definitely today. I mean, former President Bill Clinton, it's been well documented. Yes, he was on Epstein's plane at one point. Yes, he was photographed with Epstein socializing over the years. Yesterday, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said she never met, communicated with Jeffrey Epstein. She acknowledged that she knew Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime accomplice, as an acquaintance. But the Secretary of State essentially said that as soon as Epstein's crimes began to be known, that's when people severed ties, including her, the Clintons, and she expects that's what her husband will say today. It's a noteworthy day for the history books, given the fact that we haven't had a president sit before a congressional committee since Gerald Ford, and the Clintons did not do this willingly. I mean, they fought this for months. In fact, they were on the verge of being held in contempt of Congress. These testimonies are happening behind closed doors, but there is videotape. There will be transcripts. Typically takes a day or two to get those out, and that's usually when we start to know if we truly learned anything new or not in this ongoing Epstein saga. Here's more from former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on what she said yesterday, as well as what she expects her husband to say today.
I never met Jeffrey Epstein, never had any connection or communication with him. I knew Ghislaine Maxwell casually as an acquaintance. I think it is fair to say that the vast majority of people who had contact with him before his criminal pleas in 2008 were like most people. They did not know what he was doing. And I think that that is exactly what my husband will testify to tomorrow.
Now, to be clear, it wasn't just Republicans who wanted to hear from the Clintons. It was also Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, and they're beginning already to turn their attention to others now. Now that the Clintons have sat before this committee, they want to hear from President Donald Trump. They want to hear from Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, other individuals in President Trump's political orbit. We'll see if they get their wish or not. So we'll wait for any news out of New York and these closed doors deposition, but a historic event nonetheless, with the former president going before the House Oversight Committee today, guys.
Seems like we do a lot of waiting. Joe St. George, thank you so much. It is coming up on 20 after 6 now.